showing off their size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care for our natural world, and we're excited to share their stories with all of you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale.
Right here you go.
Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
You'll see all of that today and more. These behaviors provide an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or you step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see our killer whales working together in unison. These synchronized behaviors can strengthen social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is yet another reason that they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is orca, but more commonly they are known as killer whale. Here at SeaWorld, our 5 killer whales have their very own personal names. We have our 3 females, Katina, Milani, and Malia, and we have 2 males named Trua and Makayo. Makayo is our youngest killer whale at 11, Trua is 15, Milani is also 15, Malia is 14, and Katina is our oldest killer whale at 45 years old. Katina is our matriarch or leader of our pod. Now, our killer whales trust us and they take an active role in their health and well-being. Some of the first behaviors we teach our whales are husbandry or healthcare behaviors. These behaviors are designed specifically to monitor the health of each individual whale. Now here in our slide out, our 2 youngest killer whales or 2 youngest female killer whales, Milani and Malia, are demonstrating for you what we call a fluke present. This fluke present is an important behavior because this behavior allows us to collect a blood sample from our whales. If you take a look at the white underside on their tail, you might be able to see a big vein that runs underneath, and that's where we collect that blood sample from. We do this with all of our whales around once a month. You can see that our killer whales are conditioned to roll over just like they're doing right now, and to hold that tail fluke nice and still for us and our veterinary staff. Not only is that an important health diagnostic, but it is a great way for our trainers to build a relationship with our whales. Now, another really important health diagnostic we get from our whales is a weight. Just like you and I might step on a scale either at home or at the doctor's office, all of our killer whales are conditioned to slide up onto a killer whale size scale that we have in an adjacent environment. And we weigh all of our killer whales about once a week. Now in just a moment, it looks like Katina, our matriarch, our leader of our pod, is going to demonstrate just how she would slide up onto that killer whale size scale. We're right here in the center of our slide out. Now you will see that a good portion of Katina's body is still in the water. We call this the peduncle, that muscular portion from that dorsal fin all the way down to her tail. So when we're weighing our killer whales, when they're up on that killer whale size scale, to get an accurate reading of exactly how much they weigh, we simply ask them to lift that tail up and out of the water. Weighing our killer whales like this, make sure that the young whales are growing appropriately and the adult whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and relieve our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. For the adults, play is important too. It's easy to just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
Stadium with Stacy and Alani, and we're talking about learning and observation. Just like we can learn through watching others, our killer whales can learn through watching the other whales, watching us, and even watching you guys. So today we're gonna put that to the test. We're gonna have our left side of the stadium help us out. So we're gonna have you go ahead and stand up. And on the count of 3, you're gonna spin your whole body in one big circle. We're gonna see if Nalani can follow along. So it looks like she's ready. So ready, 1, 2, 3, spin! Nicely done, everybody. And Nalani, you guys can go ahead and have a seat. Killer whales have excellent eyesight both above and below the water, and they're often seen either jumping or spy hopping to take a look at their environment around them. Katina's going to demonstrate this at center stage, so when we see her do that jump, we're going to give her a just fine. Okay, my right side of this thing, Morgan's down there with Maria. We're going to teach you a hand signal for a reach. So left hand down and up on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now this breach is a great behavior for the whales to take a look at their environment, but we also believe it's a way for them to announce they have arrived. Here she comes. This is Malia. Let's hear it one more time for our whales and our audience volunteers. Now, SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know now that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months, information that would be impossible to obtain out of the wild. Some information, however, can only be obtained through field observation. SeaWorld works with our partners like the Norwegian Orca Survey and NOAA to help further this knowledge. Killer whales are powerful animals. Perhaps the best expression of this power can be seen when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will teach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
So killer whales create waves to hunt, and they use those powerful flukes to stun their prey. You're about to see a demonstration. For our whales, it's a fun activity session. But for all of you, it means it's time to get wet. Unfortunately, overfishing, pollution, and other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right?
Killer whales depend on a plentiful resource and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean. Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make, we hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassadors of the ocean, limitless, powerful, but still long-running.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference. All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that could grow
And change the world.
together. We've got this.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed